Hi, I'm Minda Devorkin, a local youth yoga instructor here in Milwaukee, and I'm here with Lizzie McGill, who is a physical therapist and the owner of Executive Physical Therapy. And also joining us are my young yogi friends, Lucy and Jakob Domnitz, and their lovely grandmother, who is Janet Kurtz. Welcome and thanks for coming, everybody.
Today we're going to be talking through the sun salutation. Minda will be demonstrating and I will be talking through ways to protect yourself and modifications to be inclusive with these postures. As Minda bends forward, she's going to keep her arms in front of her to protect her low back and her knees slightly bent. To protect her hamstrings in her back. Another thing I want to point out is that Minda's knees are straight forward and that her feet are close together. As she steps back, she comes onto her knees. If you have any pain with your wrists on the floor like this, you can come onto your elbows or you can make a fist and put your fingers on the floor. As Minda goes through this pose, she's arching in her back and at the same time bringing her head up to stretch her lower back. And then she does the reverse and brings her head down so she has a nice gentle curve and feels a stretch through her upper back. This is a great exercise for people who are sitting a lot, as well as anyone who has any tightness in their back. I think it's such a wonderful thing to practice exercise with your kids and spend time as a family working out together, because not only is it good for you physically, but it's also emotionally bonding for you, and having healthy, active kids and healthy, active parents demonstrates a good lifestyle for your children. Now Minda's going to come up into downward dog. She's going to press back. You should feel a stretch through your lats on you as you do this. If you have any low back issues or hamstring issues, feel free to bend your knees slightly. And if you have any Achilles tendon issues, you want to be careful too that you're not getting too much stretch on there. As with all stretching poses and exercises, you don't want it to ever be painful. So if it feels like a sharp pain, you need to back off and take a little pressure off what you're doing. It should just feel like a comfortable stretch. Minda is finishing out her sun salutation, coming down, and is going to come up into a cobra pose. As you do this pose, it's important to think about protecting your low back by kind of pulling your abs in. You should feel this in your triceps as you push up. Very nice. She's going to come back into child's pose, which is a wonderful, relaxing stretch for your low back. If you have any knee problems, you don't have to come all the way down onto your heels during this stretch. You can stay up.
All right, you guys ready to get started? All right, so we're going to come and stand at the top of our mats. And our feet are going to be about hip width apart. And the best way to know that is to take your hands like little fists and put them inside your feet with your knees bent. And that's the space that you want to have. Good. And then we're going to roll up and we're going to take our hands to our hearts. Good. And just pause for a moment. So we're just going to quiet our bodies, still our minds. Good. And then we're going to take our arms and we're going to sweep them all the way up like a big umbrella, opening up. Good. And then we're going to say, good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. And then we're going to bend all the way forward. You can keep your knees bent so that your back feels nice and strong. And we're going to say, good morning, earth. Good morning, earth. And then we're going to say hi to our tootsies. We're going to say, good morning, tootsies. Good job. And then we're going to place our hands flat on the mat. We're going to step one leg back, go to your knee and the other knee back. Good. And hands are right below our shoulders, spread like Spider-Man hands or like starfish. Good. So Luce, let me have your fingers come towards me. See how they, so turn your wrists around. There you go. Beautiful. And then we're going to do cat-cow. So we're going to press our hands into the floor, and we're going to make our back like a hammock. And we're going to say, moo. And then we're going to go the other way. We're going to say, meow. Good. And then walk your knees back just a little bit. And then curl the toes under. Good, Luce. You're going right to where we're going, into down dog. So everybody say, ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff, and wiggle your tail. Good, and let's take our dog for a little walk. So let's walk forward. Good, and back. And then all the way around in a circle, because dogs don't always like to listen on the other end of the leash. Good job. And then we're going to move forward. Knees come to the mat again. Walk your hands forward. Good. And then we're going to bring our hearts to the floor. Bend your elbows strong, 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 strong. Good. And then we're going to put our legs all the way straight behind you, Luce. Good. Nice, Jake. Nice, Janet. Bring your elbows close. Walk your fingertips back. And then we're going to be a snake. Are you ready to be a snake? Let me see your snake tongues. Good. And ready, we're going to hiss. Hiss as we push our hands into the floor and pick our body up. Make your legs nice and strong like a superwoman or Superman, and come back down. And then one more time. Good. And then curl your toes under, come back to your knees, and push all the way back to child's pose. So your bottom's going to come to your heels. Your head is going to relax. If it can touch the floor, great. Fingertips reaching forward. Relax the elbows and stay here and breathe for just a couple moments. Good, and then we're going to slowly slide our hands towards our body as we sit up and kneel. And place your hands back to your hearts. Nice job, you guys. Beautiful. Thank you.